It's 3:15 a.m., and you lie motionless in bed, your eyes fixed on the ceiling above. The dim glow of the street lights outside casts faint shadows through the window, while the distant hum of the city slowly fades in and out. You can hear the occasional car zooming past, its tires clicking on the pavement, yet the silence in your room is deafening. Inside, it feels like a storm is brewing. Your thoughts are a chaotic mess, a whirlpool of worries and unanswered questions. The ones that have kept you awake for weeks, even months. The ones that never seem to go away, no matter how hard you try to push them aside. Why is everything so hard? Why do I feel like I'm constantly stuck in this endless loop? Will anything ever get better? You've asked yourself these same questions night after night, but the answers never come. Instead, the uncertainty deepens, like a pit that grows bigger with every passing day. The more you think about it, the more you begin to wonder if this is it. Maybe this is just what life is, a constant struggle. Heavy, draining, and exhausting. Maybe there's no way out, no light at the end of the tunnel. You turn your head to glance at the clock on the nightstand. 3:30 a.m. Your mind is flooded with more questions, but no clarity. You feel as though you're suspended in time, in a place where nothing moves, where everything is frozen. It's like you're trapped in a state of perpetual motionlessness, while the world around you keeps turning. People out there living their lives, going places, achieving things. You watch them from your own little bubble, paralyzed by your own thoughts, while they seem to effortlessly move forward. You can't help but wonder, what's the point? What's the point of pushing forward if everything feels so heavy, so pointless? Everyone has those moments when life feels completely impossible. When you look around and see everyone else going on with their lives, seemingly unaffected by the weight you feel on your own shoulders. It's almost as if you've missed some crucial piece of the puzzle that would make everything click. You look at them, those around you, and they seem to be going somewhere, doing something, while you're stuck, watching from the sidelines. They laugh, they move, they live, but you feel as though you're watching them from behind a glass wall, unable to reach them, unable to be a part of that world. The world outside seems so vibrant, full of energy, while your world feels like a dull echo, a constant reminder of the things you haven't achieved, the dreams you haven't chased, the goals you haven't reached. You try to convince yourself that it's just a phase, that things will get better, that eventually things will make sense and you'll find your place in the world. But even as you tell yourself this, a voice in the back of your mind whispers doubts. What if things never change? What if you're destined to stay in this perpetual cycle of confusion and stagnation? The harder you try to make sense of it, the further away the answers seem to drift, like a mirage that fades the closer you get. You roll over on your side, pulling the blanket closer around you, hoping that sleep will offer some respite. But even as your eyes close, the thoughts continue to swirl, like an endless loop that refuses to stop. You start thinking about everything that hasn't gone right. The opportunities you missed, the chances you didn't take, the roads you didn't travel. Your mind races through the moments of regret, the decisions you wish you could change, the actions you wish you'd taken but didn't. If only I had done things differently, if only I had tried harder, if only I hadn't given up so easily. The if only-s pile up, one on top of another, until they form a mountain of missed opportunities and failed chances. You try to ignore the overwhelming sense of frustration building inside you. It feels like your chest is being crushed under the weight of all these thoughts, all these emotions. But no matter how hard you try to push it away, it lingers a constant reminder of the things that are out of your control. And it only gets worse as time ticks by, as the minutes drag on. You can't stop wondering, why am I here? Why am I stuck in this place while everyone else seems to be moving forward with their lives? What am I missing that they seem to have figured out? The clock strikes 3:45 a.m., but it feels like hours have passed since you last looked. Your mind continues to race, each thought more frantic than the last. You think about the future, about what it holds, about where you'll be in a year, 2 years, 5 years. And yet, all you see is a blur, a haze of uncertainty and fear. Will things change? Will I still feel this way? Or will I eventually figure it all out and find my path? The questions pile up, but the answers remain elusive. You close your eyes again, try to find some peace in the stillness of the night. But the quiet only amplifies the noise in your head. And you wonder, as you lie there in the dark, if anyone else feels this way. Do they lie awake at night, wondering if they're on the right path? Do they ever question everything they thought they knew about themselves? Do they, too, feel lost, disconnected from the world around them? Or are you the only one trapped in this never-ending cycle of doubt and confusion? As you drift in and out of restless thought, a part of you longs for something to change, for a shift in perspective, for a sign that things will get better. But deep down, you fear that maybe this is just how it is. Maybe this is your reality, this quiet struggle, this endless cycle of questioning and wondering. And maybe, just maybe, it will never end. And yet, you can't shake the thought that maybe someday it will. Maybe someday you'll find the answers, the peace, and the direction you've been searching for. Or maybe the journey itself is the answer. And even if it feels impossible, even if it feels like you're stuck, there's still hope for something better. It feels utterly unfair. It's as if the world around you is moving at full speed while you're stuck, spinning your wheels, trying to keep your head above water. Everyone else seems to have their lives figured out, with clear paths laid before them. While you're here, lost, unsure, questioning your purpose, wondering if you'll ever find your direction. It's a disorienting place to be, a place where every day feels like a battle against the overwhelming current, struggling to stay afloat when it seems like everyone else is effortlessly drifting downstream. But here's the truth. It's okay to feel like this. It's okay to feel confused and unsure. Life can feel like a heavy burden sometimes, and it's only natural to ask yourself if there's more to it all, to wonder why things aren't clicking. And even though this dark moment might seem all-consuming, I want you to hear this clearly. This is not who you are. In this moment of uncertainty, think of a seed. Picture a small, delicate seed buried deep in the earth. For what seems like an eternity, it stays hidden in the darkness, surrounded by the weight of the soil, trapped and unsure of what comes next. The seed cannot see the light. All it knows is that it's surrounded by dirt, pressed by the earth from every direction. It feels stuck with no way out. But beneath the surface, something is happening. Slowly, but surely, the seed begins to stir. It pushes against the dirt, against the weight of the earth. It struggles, but with each movement, it begins to change. It stretches out of its comfortable confinement, determined to break free from the layers of soil. And one day, when the time is right, that seed bursts through the surface, reaching for the light, growing toward the sky. It becomes a sapling, and with time, it grows into a strong, towering tree, rooted, steady, and unshakable. But here's the most important part. It didn't happen overnight. That seed didn't transform into a tree in a matter of hours or even days. It took time. Time to grow, time to adjust, time to push through the layers of earth, to face the resistance and the struggle. It took patience, determination, and yes, countless moments when it felt like progress was impossible. That tree you see today didn't come into existence without countless struggles, each one shaping it into something strong, something capable of withstanding the storms. Your life is much like that seed. Right now, it may feel like you're buried under the weight of everything that's going wrong. It may feel like the dirt is pressing in from all sides, weighing you down with your doubts, your failures, and your struggles. But I want you to remember this. Even in this moment, even in the darkest, most difficult chapters, you are growing. The struggles you're facing, the battles you're fighting, they are not for nothing. They are shaping you, helping you become the person you are meant to be. Growth doesn't always happen in the open, in the moments when everything is clear and perfect. No, growth often happens in the dark, in those difficult moments when you feel like giving up, when you feel like the world is pushing against you. That is when the most growth takes place. And I know what you're thinking, but I just want things to get better now. We often believe that real change will come when one big event happens. The job offer, the new relationship, the perfect opportunity. We tell ourselves that once that one big thing falls into place, everything will make sense. But the truth is, that's not how life works. Change doesn't always come in a single dramatic moment. Sometimes the most profound transformations happen in the small, seemingly insignificant choices we make every day. It's the quiet, steady, and slow progress that shapes us. Just like the seed pushing through the soil, sometimes the changes that matter the most aren't the ones that happen immediately in front of you. They happen when you take small steps forward, even when it feels like nothing is moving. Think about the times when you've struggled the most. It's in those times that you've learned the most about yourself. You've faced obstacles that once seemed insurmountable, and yet, here you are, still standing. Even when you couldn't see the way forward, you found a way to keep going. And though you may not see the growth right now, trust that it's happening. Each small step you take, each day you push through the difficulty, each time you refuse to give up, you are growing. You are breaking through the soil, inching closer to the light. You are becoming stronger, more resilient, more capable of facing whatever challenges lie ahead. And one day, when you look back on this period of your life, you'll see it for what it truly is, your moment of growth. You won't be the same person you are now. You'll be taller, stronger, more grounded in who you are. Just like the seed that becomes a mighty tree, you will have the strength to stand tall, to face whatever comes your way, and to grow beyond what you ever thought possible. It may not happen immediately, but trust in the process. Trust that every day, every small decision, every struggle is leading you to a stronger, better version of yourself. A new job, a move to a new city, meeting the right person. These are the moments we often fantasize about, thinking they'll spark real change in our lives. We picture these events as the keys that will unlock the door to a new beginning, that one defining moment when everything suddenly falls into place. We wait for that shift, that lightning strike of clarity and change, believing that once it happens, everything will be different. But the truth is, real change doesn't happen all at once. It doesn't come with one dramatic moment, one big event. It comes quietly, slowly, and it's found in the small, everyday choices you make. Real transformation happens with the little steps you take, the seemingly insignificant actions that build up over time. It's the choice to get out of bed, even when it feels like the weight of the world is pushing you down. It's the decision to step outside for a walk when you feel like you're stuck inside your own head. It's reaching out to a friend, even if just to say, "I'm thinking of you." It's picking up that book you've been meaning to read or listening to a song that resonates with your soul, even if it's just for a few minutes of peace. These moments might not seem important in the grand scheme of things, but I promise you, they are. You may not see it in the moment, but these actions are powerful. They might seem small, fleeting, insignificant at first, but over time, they build momentum. They create a shift within you, one that you can't always see, but can certainly feel. Before you know it, you'll realize that these seemingly small choices are laying the foundation for something bigger, something better. One day, you'll look back and recognize how these little decisions guided you to places you never thought were possible. They'll have created a path for you, even if you couldn't see it in the moment. Right now, you may feel like you're stuck in the middle of a chapter you don't want to continue reading. The plot of your life isn't unfolding the way you imagined it. The obstacles in your path seem too great to overcome, and the weight of uncertainty feels overwhelming. Every turn seems to bring another challenge, and you wonder if you'll ever get out of this mess. But let me remind you of something important. Your story is far from over. It's easy to feel like your journey has reached its end when you're in the midst of struggle. But it's in those very struggles that the best parts of your story are written. Every great story has its tough moments. Think about the heroes we admire, the ones who rise to the occasion, who conquer insurmountable odds. They didn't get to where they are because everything went smoothly. No, they struggled. They fought against overwhelming odds. And there were moments when it seemed like victory was impossible. But it was those very struggles, those moments of doubt and challenge, that made the victory so much sweeter in the end. And guess what? Your story is no different. The challenges you face right now, they're shaping you. They're forging the person you're becoming, even if you can't see it yet. Every hardship you face, every tear, every frustration, it's all part of the process. It's all part of your growth. Even when it feels like the weight of everything is too much to bear, trust that these struggles are necessary. They may not feel necessary in the moment, but they are. The challenges you're facing today are the building blocks for the person you will become tomorrow. They are making you stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for what lies ahead. So don't give up now. Don't let the weight of the world pull you under. Keep making those small choices. Keep taking those tiny steps forward, even when it feels like they're insignificant, even when it feels like you're not getting anywhere. Those steps are adding up. They're creating the momentum that will push you forward, even if you can't see it yet. It's not the big, dramatic moments that define you. It's the quiet persistence. It's the courage to keep going even when it feels impossible. It's the ability to rise even when you're so tired that you can barely stand. Your story is still unfolding. It's still being written, and you have the power to shape it with every choice you make. The best parts of your story haven't happened yet. There's still so much more to come, so many more chapters left to explore. So hold on, even when it's hard. Keep pushing forward, no matter how small those steps may feel. Because in the end, they'll take you to a place you never dreamed possible. And when you get there, you'll look back and realize that it was all worth it. The small steps, the quiet moments, the perseverance. That's what will make your story one of strength, growth, and incredible transformation. There are moments in life when everything feels impossible. The weight of uncertainty, the constant feeling of being lost. It's overwhelming, and it can feel like you're completely adrift. Every step you take feels like you're walking in circles, and you can't seem to find your way forward. Yet, despite how it seems, you're still moving forward. Even in those moments when you feel like giving up, you continue to write your story. It's not a dramatic, instant transformation, but a slow, steady progression, one step at a time. And that's enough. In those moments, remember this: progress doesn't have to be fast to be real. Each small step is part of a greater journey, one that's still unfolding, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Think of the night sky. It can feel infinite, stretching out endlessly, especially during those long, quiet hours before dawn when the darkness feels like it will never lift. The silence is deafening, the uncertainty unbearable. You wonder if the sun will ever rise, if the darkness will ever give way to light. But no matter how long the night lasts, one thing is certain: the sun always rises. It's inevitable. The night cannot last forever, no matter how thick or heavy it may feel. Just as the sun rises without fail, so too will your journey find its way through the darkness. You may feel like you're trapped in the darkest part of your journey right now, but I need you to remember something important. The sunrise is coming. It's not a question of if things will get better, but when. The difficult moments you're facing now, the confusion and the frustration, they're temporary. Just like the night eventually gives way to the morning, this phase, no matter how tough, will pass. You may not see it right now, but it will. And when it does, you will be stronger for it. The universe moves in cycles. There are seasons of growth, seasons of struggle, and seasons of rest. And right now, you're in a season of struggle. But don't forget, seasons change. And so will this one. In moments like these, it's easy to feel like you're the only one struggling. You look around, and it seems like everyone else has it all together. Everyone else is moving forward, figuring things out, while you're stuck in the same place, uncertain of the next step. It can feel isolating, like you're the only one who hasn't figured out how to make life work. But I want you to hear this clearly. You are not alone. So many people are feeling the same way, wrestling with their own doubts, facing their own obstacles. You're not the only one walking this difficult path. And more importantly, you are not alone in your struggle. You are part of a much larger story, one that we all share. The human experience is a shared one, full of highs and lows, victories and failures, joy and sorrow. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean others aren't facing the same doubts, the same struggles, the same uncertainty. Everyone has their own battles. Some may be more visible, while others are quietly fighting their own wars behind closed doors. But the truth is, you're not walking this road by yourself. And just as others are finding their way through their challenges, you will, too. There are days when the road ahead seems endless. The weight of uncertainty feels unbearable, and you wonder if you'll ever find your way out. The future seems like an uncharted territory, and the doubts swirl around you, clouding your every thought. But even in the darkest moments, even when it feels like you're on the verge of giving up, know that you are not alone. There are others out there, struggling just as you are, taking one step at a time, just like you. It may seem like you're isolated, but the truth is that every single person on this planet is walking their own journey, facing their own challenges. And though we may not always see it, we're all fighting our battles in our own ways. This may not be the end of your journey. In fact, this could be the very moment that propels you forward, that sets you on a path to greater things. The obstacles you face now are shaping you. They are building your strength, sharpening your resilience, and preparing you for what lies ahead. And while it may be hard to see right now, There is light on the other side. You'll get there step by step, one day at a time. There is no rush. Your journey is unique to you, and each part of it is necessary. So hold on. Keep moving forward, even if it feels like you're not making progress. Keep believing that the sunrise is coming, that a new day is just around the corner. There's something powerful in knowing that we're not walking this road alone. Each person we meet, each struggle we face, is a reminder that we are all connected. And though the road may seem long and uncertain, know that it will eventually lead you to the light. It may take time, but you will get there. You will emerge from this season of struggle stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes next. And when you look back on this moment, you'll see it for what it truly is, a chapter in your story that helped shape you into the person you were always meant to be. Just keep going. The sunrise is coming, and it's going to be worth the wait. The same fears, the same doubts, they're natural. They don't define you. Just because you feel them doesn't mean they are who you are. You're not broken. You are not a failure. You are simply human. And to be human means to experience the full spectrum of life. The highs, the lows, the beautiful twists, and the painful turns. It means facing challenges head on, even when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. It means finding the strength to rise, to learn, and to grow from the very struggles that threaten to take you down. You will grow stronger in the places you thought were broken, and you'll find resilience where you least expected it. Being human means that sometimes it's hard, and that's okay. It means there will be days when it feels like everything is falling apart, when nothing seems to be going right, when the pieces of your life refuse to fit together. But these moments of struggle are not a reflection of your worth. They're the proof of your courage. You are evolving, shifting, and becoming someone who can stand tall even when the storms are howling around you. You are more resilient than you give yourself credit for. And sometimes it's in the darkest, most difficult times that we see just how strong we really are. So the next time you look at yourself in the mirror and hear those harsh words whisper in your mind, "I hate my life," I need you to stop. I need you to pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself of this truth. Your life is worth living. Not because it's perfect, but because it's yours. It's yours to shape, to mold, to build, and to experience in your own unique way. No one else can live your life for you. No one else can walk the path that's meant for you, can tell the story that only you can tell. You have the power to turn your story into something beautiful, to take all the broken pieces and make something new. The life you're living right now, its struggles, its triumphs, its twists and turns, it is yours. No one else can live it like you can. You may not see it in the middle of the storm, but the sunrise is coming. That light you've been waiting for, that sense of clarity and peace, is on its way. It's not a matter of if things will get better. It's a matter of when. And that moment will come. It always does. Darkness may feel like it's taking over, but remember this. The dark moments are never the end. They're the beginning of something new, something better. The dawn always comes after the night, and with it comes a new chance to start again. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, every painful moment you live through, they are part of your journey. They are pieces of the puzzle that, when put together, will reveal a version of you that is stronger, wiser, and more capable than the person you were before. Don't give up now, not when you're so close to discovering how strong you are. What's ahead is worth the fight. The beauty, the peace, and the joy that await you are waiting just beyond the horizon. So hold on. Keep going. The best chapters of your life are still being written, and you are the one holding the pen. This moment, these struggles, they will make you. They will give you the foundation you need to build something incredible. So, even when you feel like you can't take another step, remember, you're already farther along than you think. The darkest moments are often the prelude to the brightest days. And soon, you'll see that everything you've been through is leading you to this point. The person you're becoming, the life you're crafting, and the strength you're building with each new day.